Pretty Little Liars, the after show here on the Stream.TV Fan Show Network. I'm your host, Sinead de Vries. I'm here with my Pretty Little Talkers. Sorry we're a little bit late. You'll get over it. I'm real sorry. Over here I got Mova.
What's up?
Megan. And Steph.
Hi, guys.
Okay, a lot happened in tonight's show, like for real.
Yeah,
a lot of like Sarah Harvey happening, a lot of crazy hospital things happening, a lot of Emerson, a lot of Spaleb, a lot of Sparia. And you guys are all freaking out about it, and so are we, so we're super excited. We have to start from the beginning, though, and talk about like a not so exciting couple, and that's the Montgomerys. Yeah. They are back together. Do we love it? Do we hate it? What are you guys thinking?
I love it.
Into it.
Yeah. And I don't understand, honestly, why Aria isn't more happy about that.
Right?
Considering every kid wants their parents, you know, a lot of kids want their parents to get back together after they break up. She should be happy.
Exactly. But I think what's happening here isn't necessarily her being excited. I think there's still more. Guys, I really think Ella and Byron are hiding something.
No.
I do, girl. It's PLL. You know what's up, okay? They're totally hiding something.
You think Aria
Ella
thinks
is Byron's alibi? Like she was like, yo,
God.
Ella, like Aria saw me at the thing. You
Ella.
got to be my alibi. And she was like, oh, I'll do this for my daughter. Yes, we're back together, honey.
Yeah. No, I actually think they are back together, but I just don't trust Byron as far as I can throw him.
Do you think Aria doesn't trust Byron?
That's what I think.
Like,
I think the reason why that
she's
was
not
so,
happy
yes.
because she's still sketched out.
I think the reason why that was so awkward is because Aria still has reservations about her dad. And I mean, like, there's still that missing golf club,
and
all that stuff.
Message, the voicemail still doesn't make sense. Why would Byron call Ezra to be like, hey, listen, what you saw.
Whoa.
What you saw, Ezra, was me, like, getting back together with my wife.
Yeah,
like, that's not it.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Actually, I changed what I just said. I think there's
So was he at the
something
hotel?
sketchy.
Were they together at the hotel?
So, yeah, they apparently, I think they were just, like, sneaking around at the hotel that night. Just to be like, rekindle old romance, you know?
And that's apparently what Ezra saw. And then if that was the case, then why would Byron say, we need to talk about what you think you saw?
Oh, maybe he doesn't want Ezra to go tell Aria before he gets a chance to like talk with his daughter and say with.
Okay, then I retract my statement. I actually agree that there's nothing sketchy.
I mean, I think that it'll end up being that there's nothing sketchy going on, and Byron just wanted to be the one to tell his daughter with his wife.
But you guys notice that there's weird camera angles on Byron all the time. Like when he was setting the fire, it was like,
I know.
Yeah.
And it's like, Byron has a secret, guy.
Yeah, totally get it.
Moving on to way more exciting things, Spencer and Caleb, and Spencer in her little lingerie, and Caleb with the neck
Oh my God,
licking.
it was so hot.
I have to say, Troian, the actress, has like a really good
jawline.
Jawline.
Totally.
Like that's okay.
She has a
and
jawline
a great
to die
back.
for.
She had a great back.
Yeah, she has a great bod.
Yeah, she
Who
really
goes
does.
to sleep like that? Like Hannah and Spencer legit woke up like that. Like,
yeah,
they actually woke up like that.
That's because it's a TV show. Because I wake up, my hair's like halfway out of my head.
I'm like,
What about if we're on that same wavelength of Spencer and Caleb, the love triangle?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that was
Damn,
weird.
you know what? That love triangle is getting so sad because the scene.
See what I mean? Suri needs to cut the shit tonight.
Put it on airplane
Suri
mode.
is literally drunk.
Mine's on
My
silent.
Suri just all of a sudden went off crazy. Now
Thank you.
Steph is, okay, sorry. Suri
Maybe
is
there's like
A.
some
Suri
weird like
problems.
voodoo.
Do you guys say
magic
Suri?
happening.
It's Siri.
It's Suri.
It's not Tom Cruise's daughter. It's Siri.
I think you're right, it is Siri.
Yeah.
Anyway, love triangle.
Anyways,
Suri.
the love triangle. I really felt for Hannah in this episode because, I mean, they did such a good job making that scene so awkward, and we're jumping super ahead, but it's fine.
Sorry.
No, it's totally fine because anytime we talk about Spencer and Caleb now, we have to talk about Hannah. And we really saw for the first time, like, Hannah seeming genuinely
Annoyed.
hurt.
Oh my God, I loved it.
And upset.
Yeah.
And like, what the hell? Get me out of here. She's like, I have to go. And then before she leaves, she turns and looks at them. But I mean, like, way to rub it in her face because Caleb like took her Spencer's hand. And
Yeah. Okay, you guys, can I just say something about this relationship? I would accept it. I hate it, A. But I don't think it's a legit, genuine relationship. The only interaction we've seen them have is this like awkward, well, sexy, sexual chemistry. We don't see them having these heart-to-heart conversations about like their daily life and, you know, what they've been doing. And, you know, what their passions are. Every time you see them, they're like, oh, baby, oh my God, what do you think Hannah thinks about this? Have you told her? It's like
couples that, okay, you guys, I know this from watching The Bachelor, which we all watch.
Oh my God,
Couples
I
who
love
can only talk about their own relationship, and then when they have run out of things to talk about, they make out, will not last, first of all.
Well, I mean, can we all
This is
agree that they're
actually
not going to
good-
last?
This
They're
is
not
good
gonna
life
last.
advice. Thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
that.
No problem.
I think I needed that one actually.
Oh, that's so sad.
No, I know.
I feel like, yeah, people resort to that in desperation. Anyway, the other thing I was going to say.
offense, Megan.
No, I'm not saying that. Oh my God.
Girl, I will be the first to admit Sister is desperate, okay?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Girl, there is no hate. There's no hate.
I just mean like you know if there's actual chemistry if you have stuff to talk about with someone.
No, it's good advice. No, thank you. I'm being genuinely sincere. Thank
Back
you.
to the show. I'm literally like bright red. Back to the
No,
show.
you're fine. You're fine.
I do think that like that was inappropriate. Like first of all, if I was Spencer, I'd be a little worried that Caleb's having one-on-one time with Hannah.
Yeah.
Like that's your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'd be a little sketched out, and also inappropriate, Caleb.
I
Don't
mean,
touch her in
Hannah
front
kind
of
of
your
seemed.
ex.
Absolutely. Hannah kind of seemed to get that because she was like, oh, Spencer, I was just leaving. Like,
Yeah.
Hannah seems to be more thoughtful
Yeah.
than Spencer and Caleb
like,
do. Because Spencer's like, oh, no, it's no problem. And then they're like touching each other. It was weird. And then also, like, later in the episode, we see Hannah and Jordan. And he's like, you should go back to Rosewood and clear your head. I think the reason that she doesn't want to go back to Rosewood is simply because of that. Like, why, she doesn't want to go back to Rosewood. Why would she want to see Caleb and Spencer? Like, regardless, she's hurt.
Yeah.
And eventually it's going to come out. Like, she's eventually going to be like, seriously, this sucks. I hate it. I'm done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You can't hide it, right? You can't hide
Poor
it at all.
Hannah. She's going through a lot
Poor
right now.
girl. I feel for her. I still think Spencer and Caleb are hot, though, you guys. I
Yeah,
really
they're
do.
hot. They're hot.
Moving on. So Spencer, Yvonne, Mona. Like, we're still grasping all of this because we're a little confused about what the hell is going on in this campaign. It's like a secondary plot that's obviously going to get bigger. Do we believe that Mona is just doing her job as a campaign assistant, whatever she's doing for Yvonne, or do you guys think that she's up to something sketchy?
Well, if I know Mona.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, well, we saw the folder on
Right.
the computer, so obviously they have some dirt on the Hastings, and I think even taking it back to last season, remember they talked about the Hastings having secrets in the boxes or something. We never really uncovered what that was, so I
Right.
do think that we're gonna find out a lot more, and maybe the campaign will just
she's
all
sketchy
blow up.
for sure. And I think that Mona took a job. This is what I'm getting. Mona took a job as Yvonne's assistant, maybe,
Right.
so that she could kind of have like an inside little Weasley situation. I think that Mona was the one that scheduled this lunch.
Yeah.
When she
Spencer
showed up.
seems to think that too.
Yeah.
But when she corners Mona, Mona obviously talks her way out of it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know?
But she said that, didn't she say the weird thing about we don't do that anymore?
Yeah.
So that's implying that the Yvonne side of the camp was sketchy, right? Like,
Was she
I
saying
thought she
we
was-
don't do that anymore?
Yeah, I
No,
thought she
who's
was
the
more
we?
like taking
Like-
it back to like their high school days, like she said.
Oh,
You know?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Like,
That's what you think.
right. I do agree with you though, Megan, saying like all that stuff. We never found out exactly what was going on with the Hastings. I think it would be really exciting if like every episode, like shit gets leaked about the
Yeah,
Hastings.
no, I agree.
And
I
they're
agree.
like doing damage control, and it's like,
Well,
That
because
would
you
Mr.
know?
make so much
Hastings is
sense.
super sketchy. We all remember Mr. Hastings.
I miss Mr.
I miss
Hastings.
him too. Yeah, I miss him. So.
And Melissa, she needs to like rear her ugly head again. Like, what happened to? I know she was there briefly, but like, I want her to like.
And we have
Yeah.
stir
Stir the
see
pot.
Jason or Mr. D, and we have no
know.
idea.
They're still
what happened
frozen,
to
you
them.
guys. They're frozen. Speaking of things that are old, I'm really sorry. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but the Emerson reunion can seriously F off.
Suck it. Seriously.
I am so over Emerson.
over it.
I will say I loved it at one point, but
Barf.
you guys, seriously, Allie is engaged. Emily's like way too caught up donating eggs, which she's not even donating anymore. Why would we get excited about Allie and Emerson or Allie and Emily? It's not happening.
I
not
get
going
that
to
fans get excited because it's like the OG relationship, but
It's not a relationship
Emily-
anymore.
I know, and Emily is always saying like to the other girls, like, I'm not gonna fall for Allie's tricks. And then there she is, the same situation. There Allie is manipulating her, and I'm like, I don't need to see it again. Like, it's just making me frustrated about Emily. I'm like, you're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Well, I think the reason why we all liked Emerson for so long was because Allie was so different. She was so conniving. And yet she could still be the same Allie. We don't really see that Allie this time around. However, what I will say about that whole scenario, do we think that Allie was being sincere? Like, no, you were just on anesthesia.
That's what it was.
That's a good
God,
question.
I don't know.
Or I don't really think Sarah Harvey was in there because it did seem very dreamlike, but did something happen?
There were 2 camera shots. One seemed really dreamlike, and then it would switch to the camera, and it seemed like real life.
I know, so I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know if it was real or not, but I definitely think that Allie and Sarah are teaming up.
Yeah,
I know.
I
Yeah,
saw that
that's what would make
conversation.
sense, because then Allie, who's the only one who was a real witness there, who was saying, don't worry, I've been here the whole time, nobody came in, would totally be lying and covering for Sarah because they're teamed up.
And we
So
know
would
that
make
Sarah
sense.
went to go see Allie at the school, and Allie might have just used that as an excuse to, like, get in with Emily or whatever. Honestly, like, I am super team Allie this season. I didn't think that she was behind anything. I thought she was super innocent. She has her own storyline. She's just trying to find justice for Charlotte, whatever. I thought she was in the clear, but honestly, after that scene, her trying to tell Emily that everything was okay, something about that seemed weird. And I don't even know if it was just the angle of, like, Allie looking over Emily and, like, seeming like kind of in this powerful position. Like, I thought, like, that was a really good scene because Emily's, like, completely helpless in this hospital bed, like, trying to figure out what the hell just happened. And Allie's, like, looking over her. We just saw Sarah looking over her, and I almost felt like they did that on purpose to show how weak Emily is against the two of them, which Allie and Sarah together would be so epic.
So epic. I would love
True
it.
life,
it would be.
True life question. If you donate your eggs, not that you guys would know this, but I'm just going to throw it out there anyway. If you donate your eggs and then the family says, we don't want the egg no more, we got pregnant on our own, can't you get the money by donating your eggs to someone else or not? I'm just wondering.
I think that, like, there has to be, like, they made it seem, the doctor made it seem like they're pregnant, like, they don't need your eggs anymore. So it was, she was specifically, she had already found a family, and that's how it worked.
But there has to be a contract in real life.
God,
in real life,
I mean,
you're not going to lose your thousands of dollars of eggs.
If you were to go through all that and all those hormones and then all of a sudden wake up and be like, either you're going to pay money to get your eggs frozen, or what was the other? Throw them out? Like, no, bitch. Those are my eggs.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
We only
make me
have
an
so many
omelette. I feel bad for Emily, though. Like, she went through all that, like, lying, all those needles. I hate needles. All of that hoopla just to have to donate them to an egg bank.
That story can't be over, though.
No.
There must be something.
I mean, and this whole Allie-Emily thing, I like their friendship. Like I said, I'm not about Emerson in any sort of relationship thing. I do kind of like this friendship because if Allie is innocent, which I want to believe that she is, I wouldn't mind her getting away back in with the girls because I really liked last season. I really did like seeing them all together.
Yes, I agree.
And I kind of feel like this season so far, Allie's been on the outside of it all, with good reason because the girls are not sure if they trust her. But she's been on the outside of it all, and I kind of miss her part of our liars, right?
Her husband could seem like a kind of an olive branch to the girls because he went to Emily's house to try to like smooth things over. So maybe, and he seems like a calm, nice guy.
Can we stack up the guy? Who are the new guys? And I want to like put them in order of like their
Of gorgeousness?
Yes.
There's Damien. There's
Dr. Roland.
Number one is the one you like. Hannah's guy. Okay, Jordan's
guys,
the top.
Can we just talk about his open shirt situation tonight? I literally went, like, I forgot. I was, like, saying stuff out loud. I went, oh. Like,
yeah, he's definitely the hottest. Then I think Dr. Rollins is the next hottest.
I would say Damien.
Oh my gosh, Doctor's at the top.
Which is the glasses? Who's
reporter?
Aria's guy? Who's Aria's guy? The glasses.
Liam.
Oh, I think he's
like
number
all
two.
the way at the bottom.
Oh my God, you guys! Just because he's wearing freaking glasses,
It has nothing to do with his
hot.
glasses. I'm just annoyed because I'm always gonna hate anybody with Aria besides Ezra.
So true.
Okay, so your guys first, my guys at the bottom, and then the other ones in between are who again?
It's interchangeable. No, I mean, it's all about
It doesn't
Jordan
matter.
The Doctor's number one. That's all.
It doesn't matter because Ezra and Aria will find a way back together.
I really feel like they will. I legit feel like they will.
Yes,
100%.
I agree.
Real quick, we also have to talk about what Aria sees when she's at the Radley, we still are a little confused as to why Aria has a room at the Radley. So whoever's out there watching, help, because we don't know. We must have missed it.
We missed that. We definitely missed that.
We definitely
So guys,
missed it.
help us
Why
out.
she has a room at the Radley, but thank God she does, because we end up finding a lot because of Aria's room at the Radley. But she sees Sarah Harvey and Mrs. Marin like yelling at each other in the hallway.
Also, why do we
didn't
think
get
that
it.
she was listening? There's a reason behind everything in PLL. Why was she listening to that Jeopardy?
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Oh
she
yeah,
just
we
is a-
thought that was like emoji music.
Someone was
Yeah.
like, is that A music? And
Yeah.
was it you, Meghan?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
it's
Jeopardy. like, you guys, no big
Whatever.
deal, it's Jeopardy.
How does it go again?
Yeah. Anyways.
The rest of the show, we have to phrase everything in the form of a question.
Yeah.
Just-
Anyways, but we're not 100%. We're not 100%. Calm down. We're not 100% sure what is happening with Sarah and Mrs. Marin. Like, we know that Hanna knows that her mom was the one who stole the hard drive.
Yeah.
We know that, even though Mrs. Marin doesn't want to officially say it.
Right,
yeah.
She's like, the cops aren't coming after us, blah, blah, blah. But we know that Hanna knows that her mom's guilty of that, and Hanna takes the hard drive to Caleb to do something to it before she dumps it for A to find. We're led to believe that Emoji is in the limo,
Right.
right? But we
Yes.
don't know if they did something to that hard drive before she dumped it.
I have a slight light bulb. What if Mrs. Marin is giving Sarah a free room in exchange for something? And
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. What could it possibly
What could it be? Something like to cover the fact that she stole the tape from the girls?
Yeah. I mean, obviously
I don't know how
Sarah
Sarah
has a
could cover
bigger
that.
role in all of this because she's got a lot of hands in her room.
What is that all? Like, I just.
Bitch is crazy.
I just.
She's got a lot of hands. She's got blueprints to Charlotte's room. You guys, like, there has got to be something's happening with Sarah. Maybe Mrs. Marin knows or suspects something, and so they're working together in a sense where Mrs. Marin's like trying to get information by letting her stay there.
Yeah, I mean, it's her hotel room.
Sarah is like for real up to something. Like the idea that Sarah's completely innocent is completely out the
Yeah.
window because she's
Yeah.
got a lot of hands in her room that don't make any sense.
Can I just throw something out there with the hands?
Yeah.
And I know you guys know what I'm going to say, but when we saw Mrs. D, who I still think is Emoji, when we saw Mrs. D dead, what did we see? Did we see a body? Did we see a dead body? I didn't think we did. What did we see,
that is
guys?
a good
What did we
call.
see, guys?
Testing us or what?
What did we see?
We saw a hand.
We saw a hand, and now there's all these freaking hands. Don't you think she put freaking hand to look like dead Mrs. D?
What
That's
I
a
will
good
say
call.
is, someone
It is.
tweeted this to me
Thank
on
you.
Twitter. They asked Marlene if they could bring one character back from the dead, which would it be? And Marlene says, "I'm not going to answer that because I'm probably going to do it." Yeah.
Oh my God, it is so Mrs. D. I can't
Yeah, that would be
stand it.
amazing.
She
That
is
would
the
be-
mastermind behind all the evilness on PLL. I think this.
Yes. I think with the hands, I don't
If
know.
you're
where-
right, I will literally kiss you.
On
Wait for
live
it.
show.
Wait for it.
No, I didn't agree to that. It's not that kind of show.
Make out.
Is it gonna knock for it?
I love how Stephanie is the one cheering on the makeout scene.
I just want some kind of gratification and a prize for being right because I know
Because
I'm
you're
right.
never, ever
I'm never right. This will be the
Shame.
time. This is the time.
That would be amazing. And I do think that
Amazing.
I do think that there is significance as to them thinking the hand under the bed was also a dead body. Like, the whole hand thing is, like, obviously a symbol
I don't
for
get
something.
though. Like, okay, so Sarah says that like her hands are weird because she got electrocuted, but what does having extra hands in your room have to do
That's
with?
why it makes me think that she's faking her disability, or like there's something with her disability and all of her hands.
Yeah, I know. Like, does she just like
if she
hold her
doesn't
hands
have
up and has the sleeve?
No, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, what if she doesn't have any hands? No, I'm dead serious. Like, what if she got burnt so bad that the
It's
nerves?
possible, but why would she keep that a secret?
Oh my God,
like,
the blue dye.
Oh my God, you guys, speaking of hands, guys, my jeans, I love American Eagle so much. I've washed them 3 times. My hands are literally blue.
they look ridiculous.
Oh my God, Megan. I get so nervous. I'm just like, PLL.
They're literally blue, like bright blue.
They are.
I know, it's so horrible.
What removes
Anyways,
nail polish remover.
You guys, I need hands.
you have to wash your hands. That happened to a romper I had one time. We don't know what all the hands mean. I think that it's possible maybe she has like a prosthetic hand.
Because why would she? Because they're not gloves, guys.
Am I saying that
they're,
right?
They're
Prosthetic?
hands.
Yeah.
Like
Prosthetic.
it's not even a glove. Because remember when Spencer found it, she like hit Aria a little bit. It made a noise. It was like hard.
Yeah.
It's an
Right, but I
actual.
feel like
I
I feel like if she had a prosthetic hand, wouldn't she want to say that out loud? Because she keeps trying to make them feel guilty about her disability.
Yeah.
So I feel like she'd be like, I don't even have hands, bitch.
And
Like,
I don't get how a fake hand would cover up your disability.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't know.
I'm not understanding.
It doesn't make
Yeah, I
sense.
don't know either.
Maybe we missed it, but
I don't know, but it's just, can we all just agree that it's weird that she has hands in the blueprints to Charlotte's room, and obviously...
Yeah, but that is epic, you guys. Let's dive into that.
Yeah.
That is insane, you guys. This is like some serious like CSI stuff.
all right, blue hands.
Blue hands, blueprints. Here we go. So, yeah, the fact that there is this secret
Ladder.
tunnel
Yeah.
in the
ladder
closet
that goes down.
is insane.
So what the hell happened to Aria?
Right. So
Yeah.
what happened to Aria? And we find out that the room that Sarah's staying in was Charlotte's room at Radley,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And someone, I think it's actually a question. Someone tweeted that like 214 is significant. Like 214 at the Radley is where Sarah's staying. 214 was Charlotte's room number, and 214 was also the motel number that Jenna stayed at.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's like 214 is like a really significant thing. But yeah, I don't know what
Do you
happened
think
to Aria.
Mrs. Marin knows knows what the significance of that specific room is, and does she know that there's that passageway? Because she owns the hotel.
Yeah.
It makes
Right?
sense for her to know what that room looks like.
It's not like Sarah would like take
Oh,
the
but
time
she said,
to, like,
I
dig a
don't want you
hole.
to come in my room. She said, it's been a week since you've had housekeeping
That's
into
what they
your
were
room.
arguing
And
about.
she was
Yeah.
like, no, don't come to my
The
room.
reason why is because of all the hands.
And then we later find out that Sarah's clearly not using the room.
Right.
You know, they made
right.
a specific point of saying that it looks like she hasn't slept in the room.
Yeah.
So clearly she's not using the room. She's not staying there.
Right, but I
unless
also-
she's like sleeping standing up.
I wouldn't
She's
put it
not
past
using
her.
the bed. The room doesn't look lived in. She's clearly got her weird hand thing.
So
happening
do
in the
we
room.
think that Sarah is hiding underneath where the ladder is and Sarah stole Aria, or is Sarah's
Right, that's the big
accomplice
question.
down there
Yeah, I don't
stealing
know about
Aria?
Aria.
If it were me, I think if Aria saw something in the closet, just like Spencer said, Aria, the blueprints, you'd think Aria would be like, Spencer, a freaking tunnel, you know?
Yeah.
But she didn't. So it's like, yeah, did she get taken? Did she get kidnapped? Did she?
I feel like she
Or
did.
is she exploring? Is
And
she,
if Sarah is the one that's supposedly kidnapped Aria or took Aria, or if Sarah's even in the room at any time that this is happening, then that would mean she couldn't have been at the hospital if those two things happened at the same time, which it made it seem like it was happening at the same time.
Yeah.
They kept cutting between those two scenes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What about the fact that we learned in this episode through, I forget who, Allie or something, that Sarah was closer to Charlotte than we all
Right,
realized?
right.
And I'm like,
I thought that was a thing. Like, why would she be
Yeah.
Black Widow if they weren't close?
I know. So, I mean,
That makes no
obviously they're
sense.
close. But what I'm wondering is how, like, why would Sarah be mad at Aria or even the liars? Because they didn't kill Charlotte. So what is
I think
her
that they're
beef?
assuming that they killed Charlotte. I think that they're assuming that she
Okay,
did
so
it.
Emo J is assuming
That the
the
girls did
liars
it.
killed Charlotte. So that's the motivation?
That's what I think.
Okay. Took me how many episodes
that's
to
what I
figure that
know.
out?
Yeah.
What? Delirious 1 and 2?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, what? Your guys' questions are really, really good. So tweet us using the hashtag PLLAS and anything we didn't talk to right now. We'll get to in your questions when we come right back.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
Oh my God.
We had a crazy vampire threesome.
And you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
look at me, I'm dancing. You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
He was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
And we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just like that.
It's so good.
You can't count anything out.
Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the Scream.tv, guys.
Thank you for joining us, you guys. We love you.
Yeah, because, yeah.
What? This iPad?
No, the other iPad.
I guess so.
That's not an iPad, is it?
I think it is.
Hey guys, what's up? I don't know what an iPad is.
That's an iPad. Okay,
It's not an
here
iPad.
we go.
It's not an iPad.
There's an Apple sign on it.
Is it?
What is happening? Hey guys.
Do we need the iPad?
That's the weirdest iPad I've ever seen, you guys. Anyways, we're back. Here to take some of your questiones.
It's a tablet.
Is there something wrong?
It's a tablet.
Yeah, we're fixing our little pads.
It's okay.
Sorry,
We're
don't
just a
mind us.
mess tonight, guys.
Yeah, dude,
because
we're a
we have
mess.
a lot of issues tonight, but
Oh, that's why you wanted the tablet.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
can't see this, but like
There's
out
some
here,
stuff
there's like
happening.
There's people out
wires
there.
and
Behind the
cameras. We've got a live audience. No, I'm just kidding.
No, imagine if we did that. You guys.
that would be so fun.
That would be amazing.
Thank you.
You would all come out.
If we
you
did
would
a
fly
live
out here,
show.
right? If we did a live show.
Absolutely.
We should
they
do
do
that.
in the
You
comment
guys-
We should do
section.
it
That
like
should
a
be
finale or
down.
something. We should have
That would be really
amazing.
fun.
That would be
He's like,
so
no.
good. You guys would be
what are you doing?
Oh God, but we would love that.
Yeah,
That
that's
is so
amazing.
in the
fun.
comment section, though. That'd be really
That would be really
okay,
great.
to your guys' questions, they're super good tonight. At Kelster79 says, so, does Sarah not even have hands, or does she just really like to keep her gloves looking sharp by keeping them on prosthetic hands? This is a good question because a lot of people are saying maybe the hands have no significance other than the fact that Sarah just has gloves and she wants to keep them on hands.
I didn't even think of that
Okay,
before
yeah.
I read a tweet. during
Everyone's
our
saying
break.
it's their mannequin hands. Okay, guys, I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
I don't care about gloves that much where I don't want them to crease.
Yeah,
I
like
just
what?
lay them in the drawer.
No, it's not like wigs that you need to put on
Right.
a
Right.
little
It's called an
special thing so
iron,
they don't kink.
hello.
Yeah.
Who irons their gloves even? Like, it's a
Right.
pair of gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of the time she was wearing leather gloves. Like, you wouldn't put leather gloves like
we
Yeah,
taking
with
this
her
way
new
too
edgy
serious?
outfit, like her like, can we talk about her style for a second? Because like, hasn't it just gone from like 0 to really edgy real quick?
Yeah, to really, I escaped prison 5
Yeah, like
minutes
the
ago
leather
with my
jacket,
beanie
you
and
know,
leather
yeah.
jacket. Yeah.
Yeah. At Bale KNIF, I'm sorry, says maybe the ladder that Spencer saw leads to the dollhouse. I love it. I love it.
That would be
that would be
No, because the
amazing.
dollhouse was in the middle of nowhere. Remember?
Yeah,
But
It could be
I
a
would
long
love
tunnel.
It
a
could
long
be a
tunnel.
really, really
Miles
long
long.
underground journey to the dollhouse.
Oh my gosh, I would freaking love
I am
that.
so ready for another Dollhouse episode.
know,
that was
And
amazing.
Those close moments with A, with the fire and the
Oh,
burning,
so
like those are
good.
those are the
So
good days,
good.
That was
man.
epic. Anyways, love it. I love that thought. Or even just any sort of torture chamber. We're all right with that.
Yep.
too.
So good.
At PLL Talker says, where do you see Hannah going now that she got fired? Great question. First of all,
yeah.
Hannah's boss, what a bitch.
I kind of
she
loved
sucks.
it. Hand for my gum.
I feel like that's
Loved
so
it.
real though.
It's
in this,
it's the
like,
life in Hollywood.
It's
like,
the
I
life
feel
in
like we
I
see
feel
that
like it
all
was
the time.
so real.
Who
Like
do
you don't want to
people
be
work
here.
for?
Okay.
That's not real at all. That's like extreme.
That's an extreme example.
No,
but
it's not
that's
extreme.
life.
That is legit. Like, yeah, when you start at the bottom, like people
Yeah.
wouldn't take their gum. Like I had to unwrap it for them, or it wasn't appropriate.
My ass would never unwrap anybody's.
Yeah,
stuff.
if you're willing to work for your dream, yeah, you
Nope.
have a piece of gum.
I would. I mean,
But then, I mean, I don't know if you're working for like Vivian Westwood or some, I don't know, what's that show? The Vivian Westwood reality show? Like
with all the models.
I know, but anyways, yeah. You would start from the
once
bottom.
there was they had on set, they had like ice cream truck or something, and we were all getting ice cream, and it was so great. And then my boss didn't get ice cream, and I had to go to McDonald's to get him a McFlurry, so he had some ice cream.
I'm surprised you didn't ask for yours.
I think I ate mine.
No, but I'm really proud of Hannah. I think, and we were all speculating.
Totally.
We see this being like so Sex in the City, and she's gonna like go on and create her own fashion line, and maybe her and Jordan are gonna like team up and be like Hannah and Jordan jeans, no
I love
blue
that.
attached, like no,
I think she's going to start her own like fashion industry, and she's going to be the new like Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah, that would be epic.
Because it's PLL, and like, why not? You know.
Yeah. Another thing that we have to talk about really fast before we wrap up is, I really love that Caleb is super techie this episode, and now we know he did something to the hard drive. And he also put a virus on what we think looks like A's computer. A looks pissed, shuts the computer down. But like Lucas records a video of himself saying that he can change the rules too. So moving. I mean, why do I keep saying
that's
Lucas?
okay? I mean,
you mean
Caleb.
Right.
Dude, I keep. Maybe that's like a sign, because I literally every single time I've thought Caleb tonight, I've almost said Lucas.
Yeah, it's a Freudian slip.
I could see.
No, I think my PLL brain is predicting the future, and Lucas is going to have some significance.
But I think that's what they put on the hard drive, right? Is that the sense
Yes.
of what? That's the
the video.
Yeah, the video. So now we know that whatever information A was hoping to get from the hard drive doesn't exist anymore, which is dope. But that also means that A is going to be soups pissed off.
Whatever.
Love it.
Good.
Love when A's
love
pissed off. Is this a question, or did we ever go over that like dirt on the Hastings? Remember, found in the computer?
Oh, we talked about the folder, and we
The
brought
folder.
we did talk about like that could be brought up.
Were you here?
Yeah, we're much a big part of the after show
right now. Yeah.
I mean, we did that whole thing, talking about like the dirt coming up every episode.
Since apparently I was probably too focused on like what I look like or something embarrassing like that. Did we say that proves that Ivana, what is her name?
Yvonne.
Yeah, Yvonne is bad then, right? Isn't that proof that Yvonne is bad?
I would think so, or at least that Yvonne and Mona are working together in some fashion, more than just a campaign. I think that Mona is doing some more of her own personal research rather than just campaign stuff.
And they have
maybe
similar
Yvonne's just doing campaign
personalities.
stuff.
Now, like when I think of it, kind of Mona and Yvonne kind of remind me of each other.
Why? Because they're both like really sweet on the outside.
Yeah, and like have their own motives for like whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah, conniving.
Yeah.
It's also really weird to hear Spencer say Toby's fiance. I know that's super
I
random,
know,
but it was just
I
like,
hate
whoa.
it.
Yeah.
I hate Yvonne too. Anyways.
Yeah, can't stand her. We didn't watch the preview for next week, and we're not going to talk about it tonight. I noticed a lot of comments on YouTube of people saying that they cannot stand when we say what is happening in the preview for the next week.
Because some people don't watch it.
Because some people don't watch the preview because they don't want any
it's
sort.
not a spoiler.
No, I know. Once it's on the internet, it's not a spoiler. But some people are saying that they specifically don't watch the preview. So tonight
we're trying something out.
So tonight we didn't watch the preview.
guess.
But moving forward, I'm just going to be honest with you, as a PLL army, it's really, really hard not to watch the preview.
Totally.
We get excited. But we'll make sure that before we talk about the preview that we'll say, like, we're going to talk about the preview. So we don't just randomly start talking about it and upset you guys.
Good call. Good call.
Good.
You know, just looking out for the peeps. For the peeps. Did we talk about everything? I'm like such a mess.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we covered it. But if not, we'll talk to you guys in a little bit on social media. Tweet us, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Countdown.
Okay. Tweet me, please.
Ready? Go team.
3. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Hey liars, for more Pretty Little Liars after show, hit that button and subscribe to the stream.tv.